Welcome to another episode of 3Smoke. I am your host, Millie Wayne. I'm here with my co-host, Mo, stepping in for Jabba Jones away at another festival. So, yeah, Mo.
While he's enjoying his time away, I'm going to step in and play.
And today we got another special guest, legendary guest, should I say. I think the first female artist of my generation, definitely. So, without further ado, I'm going to let her introduce herself. We've got...
Pariz, formerly Pariz1.
Okay, so how did you get that name, Pariz1?
Oh, fam.
Why the Pariz with the one?
Because, long story short, a guy tried to move to me using a real cheesy line. But I was like, okay, something I can take from it. So I took the Pariz.
Well, what did he call you, Pariz?
He wanted to take me to Paris because at the time I had never been.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, I'll take you there. It's the most beautiful place in the world, just like you. I was like, my guy.
Yeah.
So I just took the Pariz and put a one on the end because obviously there's only one of me. So
okay. So we can hear a bit of an accent. So where are you from?
I am from Nottingham.
Nottingham. Okay. So when did you come to London, and what made you decide to come to London?
Wow. I came to London in 2000 and I came to study.
To study?
Yeah.
What did you study?
Music.
Music? Where, at uni or college?
Yeah, well, at South Bank. And then I didn't finish it, but then didn't end up going back to Nottingham anyway. I just
What was you doing, like a producing course, engineer or something?
No, it was more like writing and...
Creative writing?
Yeah.
And stuff like that? Okay, so how was it growing up in Nottingham?
It's cool. It's like everywhere else. Nottingham's just... I don't know. It's mellow for us because we grew up there, so we know everything, the ins and outs. But I guess if you're not from Notts, it's a little bit more exciting. But
yeah. How was school in that, like in Nottingham?
School was all right. I liked school.
Yeah.
I was a person that liked school. You get me?
What sort of child was you?
She was naughty.
No,
Deep down.
no. Do you know what? I wasn't, My mum would definitely not say that I was naughty, but I was mischievous.
Yeah.
I wanted to know everything and I wanted to do everything. But the things I weren't supposed to do, I was definitely doing anyway.
Okay, would you like to enlighten us? What kind of things?
Like, for instance, going, a lot of my friends were older in it, so when certain raves was happening and I was not allowed to go,
yeah.
best believe I was still there.
You was there.
I was there.
Yeah.
When everyone was smoking from 15, 16, I was like, I kind of like weed, so I'm going to do it. So I did that. But that was one thing that...
So what age was you smoking weed from?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too early.
No.
It's not too early.
No.
Yeah.
It's early enough, though.
Yeah, no, it is still. It is. So what's your origin?
My parents.
Yeah, background, origin.
Jamaican. My mom's Jamaican. My dad's Jamaican Indian.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice. Any questions, Mo?
No, go ahead.
So how was your teenage years?
Ugh, stressful.
Why?
Stressful. Because being a teenager is stressful.
Why was it stressful?
Especially for a female as well. It's different.
For me, it was fun. So
no, it is
why was
fun.
it stressful
Please
for you?
don't get it twisted. Teenagers are real fun. But the stress that comes with it is it's difficult. Because I'm a female, innit? So it's different.
You got to enlighten me. I'm a guy. I would like to know.
Okay, I was quite a tomboy growing up. So boys didn't really like me. It was like, oh no, she's too much like a boy. Don't like her. Used to get all the titles. No, she's butters. Don't like her. All right, cool. But then as you get older, you start to see why they were saying that stuff. Because I really was like a boy, right? I didn't think I was a boy, but the way I acted, the way I spoke, and the people I used to hang around with was all boys. So I had 3 female friends.
Where do you think you got that from, growing up with all guys and stuff like that?
Yeah, because I've got hella brothers.
Okay, how much brothers have you got? How much siblings have you got anyway in general?
Oh, I've got 9.
In the same house you grew up in?
No, all my dad's children.
Okay, so how much grew up in the house with you?
Just 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got 1 brother that grew up in the house with me and he's younger.
And that's kind of crazy. I would have thought you would have been older. So how come you was the tomboy then?
Because all my cousins and that are older. So I'm watching all my older cousins and the way they move. So I'm copying them.
So what was your like musical influences in them times there? Who was you listening to? Who did you like?
That was like the 90s, so it's
Mm.
like old school, like 90s ragga dancehall was a big
That's
thing
always
in
first.
the
That was
90s.
first. I say that as well. That was first. We have to give
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was
We
first.
watching sound clashes and Sting and them kind of things. Party Killer and Ninja Man and
Definitely.
then these man killing
Shabba
stages.
and that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
There.
So that's what we grew up on.
Definitely.
And my mum on Pariz. Pariz is my mum's favourite singer. So it was a lot of reggae and like proper real roots music in the house. But then I was hip hop, R&B a lot. I loved singers, especially like male singers.
With one
was my
Joe
thing.
and all these sort of guys. Yeah.
Yeah, Jodeci, flipping Boys to Men.
You have the picture on the wall.
I can't lie. I had a Mr. Delvin picture on my wall.
Is that's the light skin one, isn't it? Yeah. With the Jerry curl.
No, he wasn't light skinned. He was dark skinned.
Was he dark skinned?
Yeah, and he had a nice little Jerry curl fade round. Oh, he was beautiful, man.
Okay.
I don't care what knows.
Yeah, enough girls would have had that on the wall at that time, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
So you wasn't the only one, man.
Yeah.
So what made you like hip hop rap?
I liked the rebelliousness of it. I think when I first started listening, I never got into it listening to real old school shit. So I weren't listening to NWAs and these things. I was listening to like early Mob Deeps and them kind of things. So when I got into music a bit more is when I started going back and listening to the more of the older stuff. I just liked that everybody had something different to say. No one was saying anything the same. The messages, you had the rebel messages, but then you had the flossy shit. And I'd liked both types.
Both of them.
Yeah,
So what made you think you could do it?
because I can. Come on.
Good answer.
That's a dope answer. Yeah, of course it is. So when was your first bar?
Oof.
And who was the first person you spatted to?
All right. So the first time I rapped, I learned Mobb Deep, the song Hell on Earth, from bar 1 all the way to the last bar, every single word. And to this day, I know it word for word. And I got the instrumental. And I went to Big Trev, who's the studio owner up in the Ville.
Yeah.
And I said to him, right, I'm going to spit this. Tell me if you think I can be a rapper. And I spat it to him, and he sat there and was like, and then he said, nah, I don't think you got it still. I don't think you can be a rapper. I said, all right, cool. So I thought, okay, I'll just go back to singing. I weren't good at singing either, but I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I knocked it on the head for like 5 minutes. I said, nah, I'm not having it. So I went back and then I started writing my own stuff, and then I linked up with Courtney, Courtney Rose, who is Big Trev's brother.
Okay.
Down in Radford as a different end. And I started working with him. And when I started going back and forth to the youth club, because it was a youth club that we was going to all at the same time.
Where is it? On the main strip in Radford?
It was like Hyson Green.
That area's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lit still.
It's kind of crazy.
It's lit. Well, in those days, it was lit. So now it's very tame and a lot different. A lot different. But then, it was lit.
So was you doing like talent shows and stuff?
Nah, well, not really. I'm not a person that likes losing, so I don't go for things like that.
Yeah.
If I know I'm going to win for sure, I'll do it. But if it looks a little uncertain, I'm not going to do it.
So what was your first studio session like? Was it in Nottingham or was it in London?
Yeah, it was. It was in Nottingham. In that same youth club. And the Courtney had built the back room into a studio. Okay. And there was a booth and everything. So that was the first time I ever recorded anything. And I recorded bars for like a posse called, what was it called? It was in a crew called Official Fam. There was about 20 of us in this big crew. And we made a song. We didn't put it out or anything, but it was just for knots in it. But that was my first I had to write 8 bars for that.
So what other rappers in Nottingham was there at that time?
There's loads. There's Lee Ramsey, Kamikaze. There's a guy called Nicky Fogo, Salah, Pure Genius, Mr. 45. There were so many. There was a lot of rappers in Nottingham.
You brought us up there again. It was Smokes and Blunts.
Smokes and Blunts,
yeah. Smokes, yeah. Because they brought us to Radford. We did a show in Radford, and that night was crazy, man. It's crazy up there.
yeah, trust me.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. So, how did you meet S.D.M?
They came to us actually. Kama already knew them. I think he had some affiliations with them up here in London, so they came to Nottingham to use our studio because Kama was recording in our studio, obviously. But when they came. It was a crazy crew of them, and I was like, "Ooh, what the fuck?" So these lot have come, and I was meant to go home, but I was like, "Hell no, I'm not going home. I want to see what's going on here." Because there's bag of man around.
That's
so
the
I'm
mischievous, inquisitive side,
exactly.
Yeah? Okay.
So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me see what's going on. So as they're doing their thing, man, are recording and that, Slimmers is outside with a camera.
Hold up a sec, man. Big up Slimmers, man. That's the OG right there, man. Big up Slimmers. Nothing but love for Slimmers.
The realest guy in the world, I swear to God.
But yeah, continue.
Slimmers was there, and he constantly had this camera out. And I'm thinking, why is this man keep filming me? I'm trying to escape from this camera. And he's asking me what I do. And I was like, bit of this, bit of that. And Kama said, oh, she raps. But I was like, yeah, I rap, but I don't really. Like, you get what I mean? It's like, all right, spit something for the camera. So I spat for the camera, and apparently they liked it. So I get a call saying they're coming back down. Can I do something? All right, cool, do it. Then they invited me up here to come and just record in the studio. And I did that for a few weeks. I stayed up here for a few weeks, went back home, and then got a call saying, do you want to sign? I said, okay. So I weren't doing nothing in Nottingham, so...
When you came to London, you must have partied, right?
Hard.
Because we used to go up to, country. We used to go to Nottingham, Derby, all of those surrounding areas and party up there.
Yeah.
You guys party.
Yeah, we do.
So
we party hard.
What was it like? What would you say the difference between London and country?
What, party-wise? I don't know. I think that the difference really is that you lot just have bigger parties than we do. But our parties are lit, always, 24/7. But I don't know about now because I haven't raved in Nottingham for a super long time. But when I did used to rave in Nottingham, it's always lit. There might be a little strife certain times, but you have to expect it because...
What did you rave to?
Me, I rave to everything, but when I started to really get into music, my love for everything else was dimmed a little bit. So I used to frequent hip hop raves and concerts and shows and things. But I liked getting together with my girls and just going for a all round kind of night.
So now you're with Street Dreams, yeah. What was that first studio session like?
After I signed with them.
Yeah, after you signed. What did you start? Sorry to cut you. What did you start working on? An album or was it a mixtape?
I started working on a mixtape, but even before the mixtape, we did "What's Your Life Like," and that was a track with me, Kama, and Mike.
And that was on Channel U. Oh, cool! Yeah, it was a big video. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like when videos used to cost 25 grand and
shit. Yeah. No, of course.
So we did that. And then after that, them lot was like, okay, you need a project because everybody else is going to have one. You're not going to have one. So that's when we started working on the mixtape.
And what was that again?
Uncomplicated Vision.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
How did that do?
It did all right.
Yeah?
I can't lie. I was pleasantly surprised to say that no one knew who I was. It did okay.
I need to take a listen to that. I just thought you was a son on tracks with other members in the group. I never knew you had your own project until I looked you up. So yeah, I need to definitely listen back to that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But What's Your Life Like? That's what it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. And your verse was good as well in there.
Oh, thank you.
The verse was good still. Did you know about that track there?
Nah.
Yeah, you have to look. That's the oldie but goodie still.
Yeah,
You have to look that one up.
I was still in my US West Coast phase.
I feel you. We was all in that phase. We was in that phase too, but we was just doing our thing. You get me?
Yeah.
So what was it like being a part of a male label? Because you said you had like Kamikaze, Mike GLC. You had I'm forgetting. How can I forget?
Gambles, Johnny
Gambles and
V-Dub.
V-Dub as well. Yeah. So what was it like? Because you're the only girl there, man.
Yeah, I was the only girl, but I wasn't always the only girl. When I first got there, they had a white girl called Letitia, and she was named Misfit.
Okay, what did she do? Rap?
And she rapped, yeah.
Okay, I never got to saw it.
But
I never saw her.
I believe when I came, things got a little bit rocky because she was about to move to the States. So she was doing her thing over there, so then it was just me. So she was literally there for 5 minutes before I came.
You came. Okay, but how did you feel being a part of like a male?
Them, you know what? I didn't feel no kind of way. I felt cool. I was protected. I felt protected.
Did you feel like you could match them bars? Like bars wise?
At first I didn't, but because I was thinking, yo, I might be in over my head here. Do you get me?
Who was the, because there's always one, who was the artist who most probably took you under his wing and said, oh, did you, if you didn't even need that?
No, I didn't need that.
So you was ready already?
Yeah, I really didn't, like, no diss to anyone, but I really didn't need that. You get me? Like, I went in there, I was confident enough to get the job done, but in myself, I was thinking, boy, do these lot think I'm better than I actually am? But it wasn't that. I was just like second guessing myself, and I really didn't need to. But them lot was, them lot was, they was all cool with me. I got on very well with Gambles. Me and Gambles, I got a lot of tunes together. Me and Mike, I got on with all of them, so it weren't never a thing really.
Yeah, and big up Cubba, man, and big up Ainsley, man, and big up the team Street Dreams, yeah.
Gang shit.
Big, what do you think the difference is from that era and this era?
Boy.
In music?
The difference is that before, I feel like it meant a lot more back in the day. Whereas now everyone just does music because, yeah, we can do this music, we can make this money, and but even though we wanted to make money, it was about more than money for us, you get me? It was more about the art of it and having something that your peers can look at you and go, yeah, like we can do something else rather than doing that shit, you get me?
So do you think like the passion's gone from where artists say he's writing to like say he's the best? You think everybody's writing for a check?
The element of competition is not really there now. It's like everyone is like, yeah, I'm the best, and that's it. And this one can't talk to me, and that one can't talk to me. But is only now you're starting to see man flinging diss tracks and this, that, and the third.
Would you think that status is based on money, where they're saying the best, or is it based on lyrical ability?
For me, it's based on lyrical ability.
Yeah, for me as well. But a lot of people base it on he's got money, he's lit.
This is how the youths look at it now. They look at our artists and say, all right, they'll look at Young T and Bugsy. They're from Nottingham as well, by the way.
Okay.
They'll look at a girl like Steph, and they'll look at Dutchavelli and all of these new ones that are out and go, oh yeah, they're up because they've got money. They're the best because they've got money.
That's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about.
They're not the best because they got money. What's coming out of their mouth is supposed to determine whether they're the best or not.
It's about the skills.
The flows, and can they sit on any beat? Can they dip in and out of the pockets? You get me? Can the flow change? Is the substance what you want to hear? Are they just chatting shit, or have they got something genuine to say? Do you get what I'm saying? Who knows? And the youths now are a little bit lost when it comes to music, but that's just my opinion.
It's your opinion. No, of course, you're entitled to it, man. So what do you think of the female artists of this generation?
Do you know what?
Do you even look in?
I always. My ear's always to the ground. I'm more like the ones that are not in the forefront, though. You get what I'm saying? Like the ones that are more in the background. So,
do you think the ones in the forefront have to sell like part of like self-sex?
Yeah, of course I do.
Do Do you think that every female artist has to do that to come into the game, do you reckon?
I don't think you have to, but I feel like they have to. I feel like that society tells them that they have to. The labels tell them that they have to. The comment sections tell them that they have to. The bloggers, everyone. If you're getting told so many times, change yourself, do this, you would look nice if you do that, you would look nice if you wore this wig. Man will like you if you've got your arse out and your tits pushed up and red. This is what happens, and then they go and do it.
So what would you say to a young female artist coming up? Any advice coming from you from Pariz1?
Don't lose your integrity.
Yeah, that's the main thing now. That's 100.
Don't lose
That's
it.
100, man.
It's not. That's one thing. Once you've lost it, boy, it's very hard to claw that shit back in the eyes of everyone else.
No,
it's not just in music as well. It's any industry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's yourself as well, isn't it? Like it's yourself first. You can't like some people go against their morals and principles just to get the bag.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
hence why I'm still sat here in my hoodie and my tracksuit buttons.
yeah, no, we're all here, man. We're all in the same place,
I was not gonna be that girl. Like, I didn't believe that I had to do all of that to get heard. If you want to hear what I've got to say, then listen. Why does the aesthetic and what I look like matter? Isn't the music about using your ears?
Yeah, no, it's all about the music. The music comes first, definitely. Definitely. So can we expect any new music from you?
Definitely. It's coming. I'm writing my album at the minute.
Yeah, no, we need to, definitely, man. You need to be back in the game,
coming.
definitely.
I've got an EP out on Spotify at the moment.
Yeah.
It's called The Recognition.
The Recognition.
And it's produced by TE1 for TE1 Productions, and a very, very, very talented producer.
Okay, so it was just produced by one producer every track?
Yeah. I use one producer.
Okay.
I don't use... Well, now I've got two because my album's being produced by him and Kaiser from Terra Firma.
Okay. How's he doing? He was with
Very well.
He was with Kalashnikov, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so was he a producer? Yeah.
He wasn't, but he is now.
Didn't he rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a prolific rapper.
Yeah.
He's also got a EP produced by T1 well on Spotify.
So the people can get that EP on SoundCloud, yeah?
No, Spotify.
Spotify, yeah.
All streaming platforms, but not SoundCloud.
Your one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's it called again?
The Recognition.
The Recognition. Make sure you go and support that, man, and check it out, man.
Yeah.
So did you do any shows with Street Dreams and that?
Yeah, loads of shows.
Loads of shows. What was your biggest one?
We had a few big ones. Like, I've done bigger shows though by myself, but the standout ones for me were more festivals with Street Dreams because we did a lot of festivals.
You did a lot of festivals, yeah. Okay. So what about your ones?
My ones are the same festivals. I went on tour with a band, like an indie band. Like, they hired me to be like the featured rapper. So I wrote music with them, and then we performed it on this like European tour.
Do you like performing?
Yeah, I love that shit.
Is that the best part for you, or what part of music is the best for you?
Yeah, that I like the performing, but the best part for me is the studio, the recording. I like being in the booth.
Is that the best part?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine's the stage, man.
I like the stage, but you see the feeling I get before I go on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting it now. Just thinking about it, like that sick feeling, like, or 5 minutes before I go on stage.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to vomit.
But that's gone in a second once you're out there.
Yeah, and then as soon as I touch the stage, it's gone. But yeah, I do love being on stage, though, I can't lie. But
do you feel that you got the support as a female artist at that time?
Not really. No.
Why would you say that?
Because I feel like because everybody was trying to change me and put me in a certain box, and I wasn't going for it, they was like, okay, well, fuck you then.
Change you into what?
Else.
The sex symbol?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like they was like, okay, we'll just let her do what she's doing over there. We'll try this one, you know. It was like on to the next real quick. So, but I didn't mind. It wasn't at first. It bothered me, but then after a while, I was like, okay, I see what this is. I'm just gonna do my thing.
Crazy. So, what do you think of even the country rappers getting a lot of recognition now? Because it wasn't like that in your time.
No, definitely not.
It wasn't like that. Definitely not.
Me and Camel were like the only ones. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But
the accents are cool now. So
right, imagine that. Imagine that. When I was fighting to get my accent to the masses, like, and for it to not sound annoying to people's ears. Now it's a thing. Everyone's come with the accents, but it's cool. I like it. It's about time because, like, no disrespect, but the further up north you go, the better the rappers are. You get me?
Yeah.
Come on, A-Star, Trems, me, Cammer, Lee Ramsey, Scorsese, Simone, Bugsy Malone.
So you come on 3Smoke and said that brave statement. So you say up north rappers are the best, yeah?
Yo,
you're entitled to your opinion.
I live in London, yeah, and I've lived there for 20 plus years. But I will say this: I will never not rep my shit.
No, you gotta rep it. You gotta rep it. I respect it.
Because before I came here, I was rapping and knew about rappers from up my way and further north. You get me?
Yeah.
Birmingham had Morris Delta 7,
yeah, of course.
Malik and Cypher and them, man.
Yeah,
you get me? Like, come on. There was Derby had flipping Ruckus and Baby J and them, man. There was so many people from up our way that we weren't listening to London rappers. I didn't know anything about London rappers.
And when was this? When was this? What year was this? This
was like, I started learning about London rappers maybe like 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, late 99,
Is that
early
because
2000.
you didn't know about London?
No, because I knew about London. I used to frequent London. I've got family here. So,
okay.
And I used to come carnival all the time. But I didn't know about London rap because it wasn't being shown to me. We weren't hearing it in Nottingham.
You know, because at that time there was a lot of London rappers as well. Like at the same time as Morris Delta and all this sort
there
of
were
things.
loads. Of course, because I knew about I first learned about Skinny Man and 57th Dynasty and them man from being around Big Trev and Lee Ramsey and them. Because at the Ville...
See, because that's how I learned about Morris Delta and that, because I used to follow 57th Dynasty to their shows in like Birmingham and stuff, and so I saw different groups and stuff like that.
Exactly. So I started learning about them by rolling with At the Ville and going to certain out-of-town shows with them. So when they would come and perform in London, I would just tag along. Just be in the back of the bus like, yeah, I'm coming. You get me? So they used to do shows at Subterranea in these places. I was going to that venue when they was having massive concerts. I seen Busta Rhymes there and flipping Cocoa Brothers when they were still called Smith and Wesson. You get me? Like them kind of things. So when I was going to them shows, I was seeing Skinny Man, Mod Fam, 57th Dynasty, like all of these kind of rappers were there. Rodney P's, Detonate and all of these, man. So that's when I started learning about them from those times.
To tell me something then, who's your like top 5 UK rappers? Male ones first, and then I'm going to want a female.
Top 5 male UK rappers. Okay. Kaiser, for one. Mike, DLC. Wretch 3-2. That's a hard one.
You still got 2.
I know. It's a hard one. Oh, I like A-Star as well.
Yeah.
From Liverpool. And
okay. Is that light skin guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard him on a track with Kicks.
Yeah. I need one more, don't I? See how hard this is for me.
When you like rappers, it is kind of hard still.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Like
all right, I'm going to say Chip because...
Chip's bad.
Yeah, he's fire.
Chip's bad. So what about females?
Females? Oh, there's loads, man. All right, Lioness.
Only 5 though.
All right, Lioness, Nole. What's the one's name I was listening to yesterday? Shay something. Shaybo?
Yeah, Shaybo.
I like her a lot.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah.
Bitter and Likes.
Who?
Exactly. Get to know. This is what I'm saying. There's a girl on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you want to find. Lady Likes. One of the best rappers you're going to hear out of this country.
Where's she from?
She's from here. from London.
From London,
She's
yeah.
fire. She's from North London as well.
Okay.
And Bitter.
They new artists, yeah?
No.
They've been about
They've
for a
been
while.
around for a hot minute. But they both rap and they both fire. And these are girls that Lady Likes, everyone should have heard of her because she's just gone. She's amazing. You get me? And then Bitter is more underground, but she's known off in the underground circuit.
Okay.
She's fire.
Yeah, I've never heard of them. Still, what, rappers, yeah? Okay. So, what have you been doing with yourself? You were telling me before on off camera about like the battle stuff.
Yeah, I own a battle rap league with Snoop and Tally.
Okay.
So our league is called No Loose Chat.
Okay.
And we have battle rap events and we develop battle rappers.
Okay, so what, you're one of the hosts and plus you own it.
Yeah.
So what's it like doing that?
That's lit. I love battle rap.
It most probably can get a bit like feisty.
It gets techie, serious. It does. But it's fun, you get me?
Yeah.
It's never anything, no major, a little tussle here and there. But never nothing major.
So would you ever think of battle rapping?
No.
Why not?
Because my temperament is, I'm 0 to 60 real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so what, you as an artist, you would just like to just tell your story?
Yeah. I prefer to be able to write and then say it and leave it alone.
Yeah, now I'm looking forward to hearing your new music and stuff like that, man. So what sort of platforms will you be putting it on?
All of them.
All of them, yeah? Yeah. So you want to use the Gram Dailies and the link ups? And
I don't know. I've never used them. I've never had to because I...
Have you had videos on those platforms?
No.
Yeah.
No, because I don't send them to them.
Yeah.
But not because I don't...
No, but all your videos were like given to like, say like, what was it? There was an MTV thing what used to play UK rap before, wasn't it?
Yeah, MTV Base.
MTV Base, Channel U. So, because you was with Street Dreams, all your videos were sent there, wasn't it? It wasn't just like before the YouTube era and all that.
Yeah. So now I just put them out myself on the YouTube.
On your channel, you just build up your own channel.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. Definitely.
It's not like I don't want to use those avenues.
Platforms, yeah.
It's like I don't. The demographic is not my demographic. You get me? Their target audience is very young. So when someone like me comes and puts something out, everyone's looking at it like, the fuck is this? Who is this old bird? And why the fuck is she rapping? So I don't push my music to them.
So you want to cater to your fan base and your age group.
People who want to hear bars, like real bars and not those bars.
So here's a question that's been coming up a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think of rappers who just look at their phone? And read their lyrics?
What, on camera?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a no-no. You don't do that.
I'm from the same school as well. We don't do that, man.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
That's like same with battle rap. Like if a man pulls out his phone in the battle and because you forgot your bars, mate, you've lost that round. That round's dead for you.
We were discussing earlier. We were talking about cannabis. He pulled out a folder.
I got 50 pages of rounds in this motherfucker. Yo, that shit there.
Yeah, no, he's mad. There. Do you watch battle rap and that?
Of course.
Like the smack and all that, the URL and all that?
Everything. I have to. I'm a Lego now.
Who's your favourite battle rapper?
Oh, that's a hard one. Kind of put me on
the
spot
spot 3.
there. All right, 3. Right now, my favourite 3 would be Geechee Gotti.
Yeah, he's hard.
Romnitty.
Romnitty's hard.
Jay the Nightwing.
Who?
Yo, look up Jay the Nightwing. He's fire.
Where's he on Smack, yeah? I ain't heard. Is he new, yeah?
Yeah, well, he's newish.
He has to be new because I know about those ones.
No, he's newish. Jay the Nightwing's had plenty of showings on URL still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I would go with something like I gotta put Clips in there.
Oh, Clips is a G, but he hasn't battled for ages.
I know, but these are the ones that...
I'm going off ones that are battling now. But even all time.
Even Mook will come and he will come back and shut someone down, though.
No, Mook's been back.
That's what I'm saying, but he was disappearing, taking a long break and coming back. Because he's the GOAT, innit?
No one wants to battle Mook because they know he brings something that means even if he loses, people are still going to say he's won. because he's Mook, and the energy he brings to the crowd is different. So, I mean, I personally feel like people should stop booking Mook now. Like, he needs to sit out now, fam.
That's dope that
you're a
watched
legend
that.
and you've done your thing now. You just need to sit out and watch and school some of these new ones.
So what do you think of Lux?
Oh, Loaded Lux is the GOAT. What do you mean? Like, his music's fire as well.
Yeah.
So I like the ones that have got good music as well.
So you got these new ones though, like these new young ones. What's like they're horrible. Like we'll say, what's his name again? Tay Rock.
Yeah.
You got Surf.
Yeah, Tay Rock. Sue Surf's music's fire as well.
Yeah, Surf makes good music still, because not a lot of battle rappers make good music.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It's usually garbage.
Trust me. Oh my god. You know, I've sat down some days and gone through certain battle rappers' music. Like, what? How are you good at battle rap and shit at music? This doesn't make sense. It's meant to be the other way around. If anything, your music should be on point and you're okay at battle rap.
Yeah.
Because I never understood how you could be a battle rapper but you don't make music. For me, that was weird. But then now I'm into it properly. I'm like, oh, I get it. You can actually be a battle rapper and not know how to rap. This is
What do you mean by
evident. That? Because it's evident, fam. Because if you listen to certain battle rappers' music, you can tell they do not know how to rap. They know how to put a cappella bars together, but they don't know how to put bars together that has to sit on a beat. Or they don't know how to put those a cappella bars on top of a beat, which is odd to me. Because I would have thought you would learn first to put your shit over the beat, even though you're rapping it a cappella when you're writing it, but not really, because you should be writing to the beat. But these battle rappers don't actually write to a beat, they just write.
No, but I came up just writing, man. I didn't used to write to no beats. Now I can't do that now. I have to hear the beat, like, and then I can write. I've
never been able to do that, because for me, the beat has to tell me what to write. Because if the beat can't tell me what to write, I'm not writing to it. That means that beat's not for me.
I could tell from the way you rap. It's like that, because that's where the ones who don't really write to a beat, they're a bit more risk takers with flow.
I mean, yeah, I hear that.
Would you agree or not?
No, I do. I kind of agree still, because I'm not really a risk taker when it comes to flow.
Yeah,
so I just know that.
You're just saying that dope shit. Yeah, and you're flowing anyway. Like the freestyle you just gave us is crazy. It's off the hook. So yeah, it's fire. So you're flowing anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. Battle rap's different, man. But it's exciting. I like that shit.
So where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 years?
Not here. not in this country.
Yeah.
I want to move to somewhere tropical and run my business from a beach. You know what I mean? just come back for events.
so you would like the Battle League to be grown more?
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to have the biggest Battle League in England.
In England?
Yeah.
So have you tried any crossovers, like bringing some of those ones over and...
Well, yeah, we're talking about some stuff. Yeah.
Is there any females battling?
Over here, not right now. I mean, there's a girl called Dove, but she's from Australia. So.
Because I've watched a couple of these UK battle rappers, and it's just not the same as, like watching URL, some of them.
Nah, but see, because you haven't watched my stuff, that's why. Yeah. Now, anyway, don't worry, I'm gonna boss you. Don't worry, I'm gonna boss you, because when you see my battle rappers, you won't be saying that. I'm telling you now, you will be a fan of UK battle rap.
Yeah, I need to see it. What's it on the YouTube? What's it called, so even the people can go and look out for it?
My league's called No Loose Chat. We do have a YouTube channel.
Look out for that on the
Go
YouTube
subscribe
channel.
to the channel,
and
please.
Subscribe, man, and like and share, man.
Because I'm gonna give you some names. We got the new crop are killing right now. From the event we just had last weekend, we had a 2-day event called Era versus Era, where we put the new era up against the older era. So we had like Tony D versus one of the new guys.
Who's Tony D, the light skin guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was all right though. He's all right.
Mate.
He's all right.
He's even better.
Yeah.
So Tony D versus Georgie Roots. Georgie Roots is one of the newcomers, and he's a white boy from Essex. Killing shit. Like real bars. Like,
there's a point, like, this 3Smoke, I gotta keep it 100. So I feel like, do you remember, like, we mentioned Skinny Man's name, yeah? and say like Rodney P, just not to just mention one of them.
Yeah.
So you see how they rap. That's how I feel like some of the battle rappers were rapping with that same kind of style. Especially even like say like Tony Danger D or whatever his name is, and a couple of the ones before.
Yeah.
But I want to know, have they elevated to like the new format of rap?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What the way you see these URL man rap?
Yeah.
It's the same way these man rap.
But in an English way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's all the same.
Yeah, no, I need
Same
to see it.
smoke, same attitude.
Yeah, see, that's
same performances.
I don't-
Same in man's face, all up in man's ear,
Yeah.
spitting on man, and it's that. It's deep. Trust me. I'll watch you on the VOD. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. Trust me.
I definitely need to see it. Any more questions, Mo?
Not on that side.
Huh?
Not on that topic.
Any other topic?
Come on, Mo. I know you got something. He's there grinning away, you know.
Grinning away,
In a bit,
big
I'm saving
smiles.
it.
So what do you think of the drill scene?
For me, right? I beg, no one try beef me, yeah, but
No, you got to keep it real, man. And explain your
there's
reasons.
there's you see the beats, cause for me all the beats are the same. It's like it's like I'm listening to it trying to hear a beat that's different, and I never do. That's what annoys me. But then I hear all the different people that go over it, and it sounds very dog shit ish to me. It's like So there's no creativity to it. It's very samey and repetitive, and that's good for like raving, and when you go out to dance to that shit and get hype in a rave, like that shit's perfect. But for me to sit down and listen to that shit in my house around my kid, nah. I don't like the messages. I don't like that they talk about like that real fucking road shit. I mean, they're entitled to because they go through it, but it's like a lot of them do it to glorify it. They're talking about bodies they've caught and fucking bodies their brethren are caught, and this one stabbed that one and rear tear, and we saw my man down the road and stamped on his face and rear tear. Most of these men are on these tunes snitching. You're telling on yourself, fam.
What do you think of the guys that don't live that life, but yet?
Well, they're just idiots. They're just fucking idiots.
And even on social media, they're snitching on themselves. It's just not on the track. It's all over social media. So I agree.
It's like these lot have not learned the art of being able to do your shit and do music, but not talk about the shit that you do. Fam, like a lot of us have managed it, had whole careers, had lived real road life, and you've never really heard about it in the tunes. Or if you did, it was coded in a way where only certain people knew what you was talking about. You get what I'm saying? You can listen back to my whole catalogue. You can hear me talk about certain shit, but you'll never hear me implicate myself in nothing or anybody else that I know.
Do you reckon it should be the younger artists should be a bit more smarter with how they write lyrics? And
Why
the
do
things they say?
Why do you think most of them end up in jail? Because feds are listening to your shit. You're snitching on yourself. Feds are like, okay, we know these lot, right? Let's have a listen. A lot of men have gone to jail over the back of fucking YouTube videos and songs, and I know that firsthand.
And
I know man.
Instagram and Snapchat posts and stuff like
Exactly.
that. Facts. No, I agree with you.
So
Still,
like, wind your neck in and know yourself, because that's stupid. Like, and a lot of these lot are from the ages of 17 to 25, and in that age bracket, they might get locked up at 17, not fucking get out till they're 25 because you said some bullshit on a track.
So what advice would you have for them? Like, 'cause this is gonna be from like two aspects, like as an artist and as a mother.
Why? My advice would be stop snitching on yourself. If you're gonna write them kind of tunes, write them in a roundabout way rather than going straight and giving the info. You are volunteering information. Stop doing that. And as a mother, I would just say stop being fucking stupid. Do you not like life? Do you not like being able to get up every morning and go out and do what the fuck you want? Get your money, go and link this gal, smoke that spliff with your brethren, get drunk down the road. Like, there's no gal for you when you're in jail. None.
No, there's none. There's none.
And if you're somebody that's not really about that, but you're talking about it on a track and then you've got locked up, your gal is in jail.
Now you're gonna learn about it.
Now you're someone's gal. You get me?
Yeah.
Stop being stupid, man. Listen, my son don't listen to none of that shit. None of it. He barely listens to hip hop. He listens to what I listen to in my house, which is old school reggae, ragga, little bashment, little. You know what I'm saying? Tutu hip hop, old school 90s hip hop, R&B mostly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to school him on real music,
of course,
rather than this jing bang shit.
So how was it being a mother, man?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. My son is amazing. He just turned 15.
He's 15, big boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I can see the smile on your face when you when I mentioned it.
Yeah, because I'm proud of my achievement. You get me?
110%, and so you should be, man.
Yeah, he's a good boy, man. He's not into no. He's a little nerd. I love that. He's into computers and graphic design. He wants to be an animator. You get me?
But that's where I say some people's got the game fucked up, because like we came from a certain lifestyle. So just as you said, we would want all our children to be like that, like or even be doing something, but not doing the same stuff we did.
Exactly.
That's going backwards. So
listen, I don't want my son to do nothing I did. Nothing, not even music. Don't get involved in this game. It is not for you. My son's not built like that, and I know that because I've made sure he's not. Like, this ain't for you. You don't need to do that. But this is what you can do. Get involved in education, knowledge of yourself. Make sure you know stuff. And my son's autistic, so he's very fucking intelligent. He's not dumb at all. But he's not book smart with school and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So where he's behind in school, his brain is working a lot quicker than the school because the computer stuff, he's gone with it. But the book stuff, he's like, I don't even want to do this because it doesn't interest him. So things he's not interested in, he pays no attention to and he won't give it. But like the computer stuff and the animation and that, he puts all his focus on that. And the stuff he creates is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's dope, man. Now they always like to give like titles and stuff like that. The children can do anything they want to do, man.
Trust me.
I wouldn't even give them these doctors and all these crazy people. I don't know what's up with them. That's what they just want to say, and there's usually nothing wrong with the child or something like that, but they want to give them this title. I don't get it.
My thing is he is who he is, innit? He's his own person. I've never forced him to be anything else but that. But I make sure he is not involved in any other foolishness. Like you go to school, you do what you do at school, you come straight home.
Does he like any sports or anything like that?
Nope. He don't like football. He don't like no sports. He used to be a little Arsenal fan because me and his dad are both Gooners.
Is that who you support?
Yeah. I'm a Gooner.
How you support?
We needed the extra.
Now he's a gooner. My brother's a gooner.
I know.
Yeah,
that's why the shot.
But listen to me. How do you support them coming from Nottingham?
Listen, because in my house, my younger brother was a Manchester United fan. My mum was an Arsenal fan because she was in love with Ian Wright. So my mum was an Arsenal fan. So I've been an Arsenal fan since I was a small child. You get me? So it's always been like that. Even when I lived in Notts, I was an Arsenal fan.
Have you been to Highbury?
Of course I have. Come on.
Do you like football though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch it and everything, yeah?
Nowadays, I don't. But
why is that?
I don't know. I think I kind of fell out of love with football when Arsene Wenger left Arsenal. Yeah. I was a bit sad.
I thought there was another reason.
Why?
Arsenal is shit.
We've never been shit. Don't ever say that. We've never been shit. We have slumps, fam. We're not shit.
Yeah.
We have long slumps, but we're not shit.
Yeah.
Who you support those?
Liverpool.
Oh God. That's what I'm saying. And my other brother is a Liverpool fan. You see when the Liverpool Arsenal matches was on, yo, the disgusting bants between me and him.
Of course. That's how it is in my
I used to
house
have to lock off my phone because it would get peaked.
Of course. That's how it is, man. But we're from like the 80s, so there's only certain teams we're really gonna support. It's like Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, and so forth.
That's about it.
Yeah. The new schools with the Man City and all these sort of stuff, man. But yeah, it's been a pleasure having you down, man. Definitely, man. So
It's been a pleasure being here.
yeah. Anything else you want to know more?
No, I think that's it.
When can we expect this new music?
Why, you know me, I don't rush nothing, you know me.
Okay.
So it will be out when it's out.
Okay. How much sort of tracks are you tracks deep in it already?
Yeah, I'm about 4 or 5 in, but I don't really record like that. So I will make like 25 tunes and I'll pick the best 14 out of them.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm gonna
like during the COVID period, like was it like a good period for you to sit down and write? Obviously, because not much was happening.
Definitely, because I got a lot of tracks written in lockdown. I really did, and I got some absolute bangers. Like because in my house I've got a kitchen island in it, so I would sit there with my laptop, and I've got GarageBand on my laptop, and I would plug my just these normal headphones, and I was recording actual tracks with these using this as my mic and my headphones.
Yeah.
Plugged in, one ear plugged in with the mic bit, record it, play it back, sounds fire.
You took it back, old school.
And then I sent it to my producer, like, yo, what do you think of this? Like, where did you record that? I said, here, in my kitchen. I was like, wow. And it sounded good. I didn't even know it would work, but I was experimenting. But I got like 5-6 tunes in lockdown.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Written and recorded in my kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's dope, man.
Madness, yeah.
That's dope, man. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the new album.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, and I wish you all the best, man. And I appreciate you for coming down, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
This is far for me.
We appreciate it. I know you sat through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate it big time, fully, man. Definitely, man.
I was definitely gonna come. When you said when am I coming, I was like, what? When do you want me to come? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you for like 10 plus years.
Yeah,
We've got to do this,
man. It's the same class of UK rap, so yeah, no, definitely, it's a pleasure, man. And like I said, the first female rapper that I saw, you know what I'm saying, that was good as well. Like not like most female rappers I don't even like, but Pariz has always been dope. So yeah,
thank you. I
1,000,000%.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good content.
Yeah, no, definitely the content, substance. You know what I'm saying? She's rapping about something. They're gonna hear in the freestyle anyway, but that's the prime example for me. You know what I'm saying? And that was like a breath of fresh air hearing. You know what I'm saying? Because usually you're hearing Litty, Jules, this, that, my pussy, this, that. I don't want to hear that. Just tell me something. You know, that's
real bars.
That's easy to do though.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that. We've all got in this, not you lot, but as females, we've all got fucking vaginas. Like, we don't have to talk about them. They're literally all the same. They all do the same thing. What the fuck? You get me? If you lot sat and made tracks about your dick all day, every day, I would be like, okay, enough now. Like, no one cares.
They'll be in the news. They'll be trying to ban us, man.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why women get aware of it, innit? But because they think that's what men want to see.
I think it's weird.
Same in comedy, stand up.
Why? What happened to
women? Talk about their body rather than funny shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of sexual content in stand-up comedy from females as well. There is. I've noticed that.
Unfortunately, it's like the producers, isn't it? They're telling them, listen, if you want to do
some of them have got writers as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the writers, yeah.
I think that's just they think that's what people want to see, man. And like I said already, man, sex, violence,
it all
drugs
sells.
and all that sort of, it all sells, man. That's
roll.
rock and roll, you know already, man.
As long as it makes money, they want it.
That's what it is, and this is what the game business is all about. It's about making money, man. Nothing else, man. But yeah, that's another episode of 3Smoke wrapped up. I am your host, Millie Wayne. Big up Pariz1 for coming down. You know what I'm saying? Look out for her new music. What's your socials?
I'm Instagram at the Flyest Pariz. So that's DA Flyest Pariz with a Z. Pariz Nuts on Facebook, and follow my Battle Rap League is at No Loose Chat on everything.
Okay, make sure you check that out, people, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the YouTube, and yeah. I am your host, Millie Wayne Mo.
I am today's co-host, Mo, and until next time. Again,
yeah, you're acting real weird. Yeah, big up Jabba Jones. I need you back.
Yeah, come on.
3Smoke, 3Smoke, 3Smoke.